It's your trainer, Kathy. This is day 7 of hybrid fitness, Pilates and Barre fusion. We're going to tone the entire body, get that fat burning system revved up, and mobilize the joints, help you move better as you age. Starting out with upper body, working chest, shoulders, arms, and back, really building that stability. Going on to cardio, get your heart rate up and burn fat. Lower body, tone up the thighs and glutes. Core, get that midsection trim and tone. The finisher, putting it all together for one final burnout. The only equipment you're going to need for today is a sturdy chair or a wall-mounted bar for stability. I'm also using a set of dumbbells, anywhere from 3 to 5 pounds. Some glute loop, a mini ball, and a knee pad for the kneeling exercises if you have any knee issues. It's time to get warmed up. We're starting out at the front of our mat. Our feet are hip-width distance apart, standing nice and tall, straight line, crown of the head to the feet. Draw that core in, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Start to bend the knees and sit low in that squat. Turning on our quadriceps. And squeeze those glutes as you come to standing. Squeeze the butt cheeks together. Showing you from a side view, we want to keep that core in so we keep a straight back. Very important for back health. As we age, our backs tend to go out, so we want to keep them mobile. Really press into those heels. That's going to help you with balance of the lower body. Imagine you're sitting back in a chair, trying to get up and out of the chair. I'll show you this exercise with the chair. Sit your glutes down against the chair, touch that chair, come back to standing, and making sure you keep those knees slightly bent as you stand. We don't want to hyperextend. A few more here. One more. Now we're turning our heels inwards towards each other, toes turned out, 11 and 1 o'clock. Going into that mini plie, make sure you have a straight back. So we're not going down as low, doing a little plie pulse. Getting in our inner thighs. Stand nice and tall. It's a beautiful day to work out. We're getting mobile. You want to start working the arms, reach them out in front of you, palms together, open to the side in the T position, close back in nice and slow. Come to standing, we're getting ready for our first set, upper body. Grab your light or medium set of weights. I'm going to start out with my 5s. You can use your 3s if you need to. Starting in that turned out first position, plie, palms facing upwards, reach those arms to the sky, shoulder height. We're reaching out of the shoulder. That's our glenohumeral socket. It's the muscle that we reach through when we do shoulder exercises, natural glides. We want to keep that socket healthy for shoulder stability. We're also working our biceps in the supine position with our palms facing upward. If you want to, if this is a little uncomfortable, you can turn your palms down into the pronator position. Sit a little lower if you can. We're turning on our glutes as a bonus. Just a slight tuck forward in the pelvis. We want to keep it mostly neutral. Pilates is all about the pelvis. Come to standing. Zip those thighs together. Keep those weights or pick up your lighter weights. This is our next exercise. Our palms are facing inward towards the body. Our feet are parallel. to the side, engaging our chest muscles. Slight bend in the knees, protect that back. Draw the abs in. Open these arms out. We're working the upper back and the chest, as well as our shoulders. This is part of shoulder stability. A big principle in Pilates, and if this starts to bother your neck, you can grab lighter weights. I'm going to grab my 3s. Getting back in position. We're still in parallel. The next exercise will go to first position. Keep those abs drawing in. Really pitch these shoulder blades together slightly in the back, and then retract as you bring your arms in. We're pitched together as you open, retract as you bring your arms in. Lower those weights. I'm picking up my 5-pound weights again. Feet are in turned out position, heels together, toes 11 and 1 o'clock. We're starting standing with a slight bend in our knees. So we're doing a bicep curl with a toe tap forward, the tendu. Tendu in ballet. Keep those abs drawing in. That's going to help you with balance. Standing nice and tall. We're bending these elbows, bringing the fists to the shoulders as we're engaging the bicep muscle. The biceps brachii, that's the front of the brachialis, knee arm. That's a muscle that we use a lot when we're lifting heavy objects. You're doing spring cleaning, you're probably lifting furniture and boxes. This is going to make those muscles stronger. Tap that foot forward and bring it back into first position. Release those weights. I'm picking up my 3 pounds one more time, and this time I'm going to use my ball. We're coming into that second position just a little closer together. Or I'll bring my feet to first position, actually, because we're doing a demi-plie. And we're reaching those arms out to the side, making a little upside-down V. Actually, it's a lying down V, horizontal V, as we're working shoulder abduction. Working more deltoids, and if you want to, you can pick up the heavier weights for this one. I'll pick up mine, because I'm a little more advanced, but if you're a beginner, you can go with lighter weights or no weights. Keep those abs drawing in. Core engagement is key. We want a healthy core as we age for a healthy back. And really squeeze that ball together. Get a little inner thigh action. We're going to repeat all that now. Starting with that front raise supine. In this parallel position, sitting low. Reach those arms upwards, palms towards the ceiling. Really work those shoulders. Squeeze that ball together, get a little inner thigh engagement. It's going to turn on the glutes even more. You can even sit lower if you'd like. Keep that core drawing in. standing up nice and tall, really great posture. One more, hold it up and lower, come to standing. Remember what our next exercise was? Yes, it was the chest opener. Open out to the side, chest fly standing. Took me a moment to remember what we did. Stand up nice and tall and draw in those abs. We're opening out from the shoulder, engaging the chest muscles as we open the arms. Slowly close the back in, squeeze the chest together. Sit a little lower, squeeze that ball. Yes. I'm going to release my weight. Show you the option without weights, doing the same exercise. Keep those elbows slightly bent. We don't want to be locking out the elbows. Elbows and knees stay mobile. Coming into that bicep curl tendu, I'm releasing my ball because we're going to step 1 foot forward. In, outside edge of the foot taps. Bicep curl. Tap it in, first position, bicep curl, tap the toe forward. Giving a nice stretch into those inner thighs. Also stretching through the hips. This is a hip mobility exercise. Really good for opening up the hip a little bit, the front of the hip. We're using those muscles when we go for a walk. Working those biceps, keeping those shoulders relaxed. We don't want to be tensing the shoulders up here because that'll put a strain in our neck muscles. One more. And release. Placing that ball back between the legs, staying in that first position, sitting low. We got a few more seconds before we start. Palms facing downward, inward towards the body, reaching the arms out to the side, making that letter V. Imagine that the V is lying on the ground and you're trying to trace it from a standing position, drawing those abs. Sit a little lower, squeeze that ball tighter. Yes, drawing those abs. That means we have to draw in our core even more. Pick it up if you can. Music's going up. Pick up the pace if you can. But still keeping good form. We want to keep those shoulders down, away from the ears. Yes. I'm going to show you from a side view very briefly. Hold it up and lower and release. We're going into cardio. I'm going to grab a band for this one just for a little extra. Placing it above my knees. It's a nice stretch band. Tap 1 foot behind and in. This is a classic bar exercise. Learning how to tap the toe. Working those glutes at the same time. Pick up the pace. Reach those arms up elegantly, but at a quick pace. In line with the shoulders, 30 degrees with the shoulders. So imagine that you're trying to make the letter wide, but with the shoulders, and the wrist. Coming shoulder to wrist. Switching sides, tap it back. And really draw the abs in. This is cardio bar. I'll do a few more through the break. One more. Go for a little walk in between. Our next exercise, we're coming to that wide second position. Our toes are at 10 and 2 o'clock this time. Little wider, tuck the tailbone forward. Low squat, quick squat. Step one foot in, step back out, squat, in. Squat to step in. Pick up the pace, and if you want, you can add a little jump. This is more advanced. Reach those arms bar styles, chest height. Shoulder height, hands in front of the chest, sit low. When you're ready, come back to that modified. And if the squat is a little too much for you, you can step out, step in. This is another option, but keep those knees slightly bent, the core in. When you're ready, come into that step out squat. Making sure those toes stay in 10 and 2. That's going to protect your knee joints. This is very knee-centric, this movement. Walking in place during the break. Grab some water if you need to. Our next exercise, we're going back to that first position. Doing that toe tap forward, quick tendu. We learned this during our upper body segment, bringing it back in a quicker pace. This is going to keep our heart rate up, get us burning some fat. And if you want to, you can go quicker. Just making sure you're landing flat foot when you step in. Now oftentimes we tend to tap the heel in this exercise. We want to tap the toe. So come to this lower pace. Slower pace will help you get better form. And if you're able to do a quicker pace with good form, you go ahead. This is what it looks like. I tap my heel there for a moment. Tap your toe. Flat foot. Come to a march. We got one more and then we move on to lower body. Or plank comes first. This one we're doing that knee lift extension. Knee lift extension. Lift that knee, extend the leg forward, back in and lower. Quick lift, extend, in and lower. Now pick it up. Like you're doing a little rock cat kick. Making sure your foot comes back in parallel. I was stepping mine behind. Keep those abs in. We're going to switch sides. Opposite side, lifting the right leg, knee up, extend, in and down. Up, extend, in and down. Now pick it up, yes. March in place. We're heading to our plank set. I'm going to move my chair out of the way, take off my band. Just going to move some of my equipment over. This is where we're going to use our little knee pad. We're going to place the elbows on top. Step it back into that plank, balancing on the balls of the feet. Hold the plank to start. Really draw up and in those abs, reaching out of the shoulders. That's our serratus anterior we're trying to activate. It comes from the mid-scapula, underneath the armpit, hooking onto the last rib. I know I mentioned that a lot. Just making sure you remember. From here, tap the left hand, lift up, tap the right hand, walking plank hold. Widen the feet for a better base of support. Keep those hips in alignment. Hip disassociation and shoulder stability are working. Lift up onto the right hand and the left. Lower onto the left elbow, right elbow, left hand, right hand. One more. Left elbow, right elbow, right hand, left hand, and hold. Bring those feet in closer together. Draw one knee into the chest, send it back. Opposite knee comes in. Working the abdominals. This is where hip flexor and abdominal coordination comes in. They're working together as one unit. Drawing up and in that core because we're turning on the low abs. Pick up the pace a little bit. Really straight line from the wrist to the shoulders. Drawing those abs. Come to kneeling on the mat. We're doing a row without the weights. Bring that elbow into the armpit. Straighten the arm and lower the hand back down. Pick up the pace. We're starting in all fours to get the foundation. Nice straight pack, abs drawing in. When you're ready, come to plank. Hip disassociation, meaning the hip moves freely through the socket, remains stable to keep that core in. We're really working that upper back, the latissimus dorsi, which is actually near the mid-back. One more. Hold it in that plank. And lower the knees. We're going now to barre legs. I'm taking back my ball for this one. Grabbing my chair. And if you have a wall-mounted bar, you can use that. First position, standing tall, squeezing the ball, mini plie. It's the little pulse. I'm stepping further away from the chair so that my fingertips just tap. We want to keep a straight wrist. Our fingertips are just tapping the chair or the bar. All the work is coming from the abdominals, the inner thighs, and the glutes. Elongate this opposite arm out to the side. Standing nice and tall. I'm going to just switch sides for a little variety, just moving the chair over so I can reach my opposite arm out. And if you're using a bar, just turn the opposite direction. Keep those abs in. Very important for good posture and back health. Because this exercise tends to put a strain sometimes on our low back. And if that's the case, you can release the ball. Just do a mini pulse. You still get the same work, just pressing the heels into the mat. Activate hamstrings and glutes. Standing nice and tall, zipping the thighs together. I'm grabbing my band now. Placing it mid-calf. Facing the chair, fingertips on. One foot is forward, opposite toe is tapping. Turned out position, lift that leg. Standing tall. Move this ball out of the way. Keep that core drawing in. We're working the glutes, the entire glute. Our gluteus medius, gluteus minimus, and gluteus maximus. We're switching sides. Turning the chair to the opposite side, sending the opposite foot back. Lift that leg. Standing tall. Try to keep from leaning forward like so. We're working the right glute now. Left knee is bent slightly. Just a few more. We're now bringing that band above the legs. We're bending the knee, reaching out of that hip socket. Very good for the hips. And now this is working some deeper muscles in the glutes besides the gluteus. We're also working our piriformis, our obturator internus and gemelles, and our quadratus femoris. Those are muscles that we don't see directly on the outside. They're interior of the glutes. This exercise works them, this abduction. Standing nice and tall, really squeeze those glutes. Switching sides. Lifting that left leg, knee bend, knee to knee. Reaching out of the hip socket, engage the glutes. Step a little further back. That way we're not leaning too much into the chair. We want to stand nice and tall to get our best work. You can always place one hand on the hip. Relax that shoulder. Draw in those abs. Standing tall, smile. You're doing great. Hold it up and release. We've got one more set. I'm keeping the band. Going back to that first position, plie. Lift the heels. Straighten the legs and lower the heels. Plie down. Lift the heels. Straighten the legs and lower. Plie, lift, straighten, and lower. As we plie, we're pressing into the balls of the feet. We're lifting pressing into the heels. As we lift the heels, we're pressing into the balls of the feet. Straighten the legs, balance, and lower the heels. Lower, press into the heels, balance on the balls of the feet. Stand tall and lower. One more. Hold it, lift, and lower. Now we go reverse. Lift the heels, lower into that plie, plant the heels and straighten. Lift, lower, heels, straighten. Balls, plie, heels, stand. Balls, plie, heels, stand. Balance on the balls of the feet, feel the calves working. Lower down, plie, plant the heels and stand. Reverse of what we just did. I'm reaching the arms out in front for a little extra. Counterbalance. And draw the abs in. 4 in every exercise. One more. Hold, lower, and stand. We're heading to our abs. Coming down to all fours, wrists in line with the shoulders. Curl the heels, balance on the balls of the feet, hover the knees. Extend that leg to the back and in. Really drawing in those abs. This is the foundation for core exercise. We're doing core isolation. This is also working more in the glutes and the quadriceps and hamstrings together. Remember, straight line, wrist to shoulders. Very good for shoulder stability as well. Shoulder and hip stability. Hold it, lower the knees. I'm releasing my band because I'm coming to seated. We're grabbing our ball again. Place it between the thighs. Slowly roll back to the mat. Knees tabletop. Tap the toes and lift. Reach those hands up towards the ceiling. If you need to, clasp the hands behind the head, support the neck. Keep that chin open. We're really targeting the low abs. Gazes to the sky. If you need to release that ball anytime, you can do that. And I find that it helps stretch my hips even deeper. This is hip flexor abdominal coordination. Abdominals contract while hip flexors stretch. We're doing an oblique exercise now, keeping that ball between the thighs, just above the knees. Feet are straight, just spaced apart slightly. Balancing on the forearm. Lift those legs, draw the knees in, extend and lower. We're lifting the legs, coming in clamshell position, extend and lower. In and out and lower. In, out, lower. Lift, in, out and lower. Resting on the hip. That's called the greater trochanter, the top of the hip. Really keep those abs in. You feel those hips opening more? That's what we want. We want to work the obliques, target tone the obliques. We call it the buffet top area. We'll tone and trim it. Switching sides. I'm just rotating around the opposite side, resting on the right hip, right forearm, lifting out of the shoulder. My feet are slightly elevated, space between them. Squeezing that ball. Lift, draw the knees in, extend out and lower. Little lift, draw the knees in, extend out and lower. Obliques. Just a few more. Keep going. We're going up to a minute. Keep smiling. You're doing awesome. I'm lifting this arm just so I keep my shoulder open. And if you find yourself sinking into the shoulder, just readjust. Lift out. Oftentimes we tend to sink down here like we're on the beach. We want to lift out of that shoulder. Really important for stability. Lift and extend out and lower. We're heading to our finisher. This is where I'm going to grab it lightweight one more time. Place that weight in the right hand, opposite hand planted in all fours. We're lifting out of this hip, reaching that leg out to the side, extend in, going into a back fly with the opposite arm, bring it down, bring this knee in, switching sides, lifting out of this right hip, extend the leg, back in, back fly, balance, lower, bring the knee back in, switching sides one more time, opposite side, hold it out, in, reach into that fly, lower the arm, lower the leg. It's all working in different, we're breaking it down, lower and in. One more time, knee is bent, reaching out to the side, out of that hip socket, extend that leg, mobilize the knee, hold it up, reaching out of the shoulder as you reach that arm to the side, and in. Now we switch exercises. I'm grabbing that ball one more time, placing it between the thighs. Curling the toes under, lifting the knees about 2 inches off and squeezing it together. Get some more inner thighs. Really pick up the pace. Yes. Draw that core in. I'm doing about 15 seconds here. More seconds. Now we're placing that ball behind the knee. Come into this all fours position. Do a couple pulses to the ceiling. Donkey kicks. Pulse to the ceiling. Feel those glutes. We're going to switch sides and then we go into our cool down. Donkey kicks with the left. Really press that thigh in. Press that heel to the ceiling, yes. And release, cooling it down. Bring this right foot forward, come to that runner stretch. Back knee on the mat, really stretch through the knee and the front of the hip on this left leg. Knee of the right leg, front of the hip, left leg. Nice and tall spine, abs drawing in. Switching sides, bringing the left foot forward, stretching through that left knee, right hip. Nice and tall. Really good for mobilizing the hips. And we're just moving that knee a little bit just to give it a good stretch. Come up to standing. We're taking our chair for the last cool down. Passe that leg upward, reaching that knee out to the side and flexing the toe. Lower down, little passe, knee to the side. It's nice and bent like a half diamond. Flexing the toe. Switching sides. This time passe with the left, flex the left toe and lower. Step away from the chair. Want to stand nice and tall, relax shoulders. We're stretching deep hip muscles. And I'm going to give you a little shoulder stretch since we worked a lot of arms. We're reaching one arm up towards the ceiling, opposite arm behind. Stretching through those shoulders. We've got our feet in this little stagger position. If you want to, lift the back heel, get a little calf stretch. Switching sides. Nice and elegant. in first position. Reach the arms out overhead. Center, open, and lower. Amazing job today on that Pilates bar workout. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Was your favorite exercise the plies, the tendus, the back flies, or the core exercises? And how close are you to your weight loss goals? Give this video a thumbs up if you absolutely loved it. Share it with your friends at social media. And tap that notification bell so you never miss a workout. And if you'd like to see more Pilates bar yoga or strength training, you can subscribe to my channel right down below. Check me out on my other social media pages. I'm on Instagram at CatRose38, on Facebook at Kathy Fit Trainer, X Kathy54719, and Tumblr K Pilates 40. I'm sharing lots of behind-the-scenes footage from my workout and motivational tips. Stay tuned for the rest of my hybrid program. I've got a Pilates yoga combination and the ultimate hybrid challenge. It's going to fuse together some of our best exercises from the program, focused on functional strength for everyday living. This is your trainer, Kathy, saying goodbye. Watch the rest of my hybrid program here, and I've got another great bar Pilates challenge on this side. You go forward and have a wonderful day. Take a walk outside. It's gorgeous. It's springtime now. And just enjoy life. Goodbye. I'll see you next workout.